So what is going on, everyone? It's Outsider here, and we're back once again on Black Ops 3. Now, as I told you guys, I went on a little bit of a vacation over to the East Coast. Had a great time, but I am ready to be back and finish off this all spots on the regular map series on Black Ops 3. And it's going to be on Evac. Now, Evac is one of the most scattered videos I've ever done, I feel like. Especially right now. There are just so many secret rooms, little spots, extensions you can get to, and even some newer ones that you guys might not have seen before. Either way, this is a really long video, and I do hope you guys enjoy. Now, you might be asking, what are you going to be doing if you're going to not be doing the glitch series? Well, I am still going to be doing glitch videos, obviously. I love doing these tutorials. And you guys have loved me doing them as well, but I've been doing these not evac, but just regular map videos on Black Ops 3 for quite a long time now, and I think it's just time to move on to full-on community videos, you know, doing things like hide and seek or sniper roulette, just coming up with little games to do with you guys in the community lobbies. I never have got to Xbox One yet, but I do plan to do that this week, so make sure you guys follow my Twitter, stay tuned for any updates. As always, I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and thank you for all the support on that breach video. Now let's get right to the spots. Alright, so let's start it off with a spot that I've never featured before. This is just a little hiding spot in the middle of the map. You want to do the backwards mantle off of that glass ledge, and if you do it correctly, you'll go inside of this unit right here, push yourself a little bit forward, go and crouch, use reject, whatever you gotta do to get more hidden. But this is a tough one, so let's watch. I backwards mantle. I'm turned a lot to the right on this, and if you do it in the right spot, you'll go inside of this thing. Keep moving forward, don't jump or anything, otherwise you'll get popped out, and you should get pushed inside of it. Now, I didn't go in reject or anything to show you guys the full potential of this, but going in crouch, just a solid spot, and it is in a really good spot in the middle of the map, so it might come in handy for you guys. I'm not sure who found this one. It kind of slipped under the cracks. I didn't know about it until this month, but I'm willing to bet this has been around for a while. Another little hiding spot on the opposite side of the map. This one you want to backwards mantle over this ledge. You kind of need to get a running start for this. It's hard for me to jump right from the ledge, do the regular backwards mantle. So if you do it the correct way that I did, you should go inside of this table. As with the last one, you can get more hidden if you go into crouch, reject. You can't prone there, so you have to use reject if you want to get that far under. You guys might be able to do it right from on top of the ledge, just jump right off so you don't have to do the running jump. I know that makes it a little bit more difficult, but that's originally how I learned to do the backwards mantle, so I'm a little bit experienced with it. Now, this might be one of the most savage hiding spots on all of Black Ops 3. Also a very tough one. It reminds me of getting under the bridge on Hunted, except this uses a crouch jump. You have to crouch jump at the top up there and you get stuck in that little crevice. Let's watch as I do this. This is a little bit of an older clip. I've only been able to pull this one off a couple times. Not the best at crouch jumps, but if you do it in the right spot at the right time, you should get stuck right in that ledge. Now, I know it goes without saying, but this has got to be one of the best hiding spots on all of Black Ops 3. Doesn't matter if DLC, regular maps, any of them, this has got to be one of the best, but it's so hard to get into, especially on your first try, so hide and seek games might not be that useful unless you master it. This has got to be one of the easiest backwards mantles and one of the best to practice on. If you come over to this part of the map, do it off of that ledge right here. Sometimes you get stuck, just jump up a couple times and you should be able to make your way out. Now come over to here and go into crouch, move over to the sides, and then you can jump on top of these secret rooms. There's invisible platforms on top. You just have to make sure you jump over to each one, especially when you go around that corner. So when you get to right here, if you do have overdrive, you can make this jump all the way over to this wall on top of this platform. And this is a very special spot. We will be coming back to this area with another glitch. A lot easier, doesn't require overdrive. I'd say that's the main one for Evac now. But now I'm going to try to show you or explain to you my best to get around throughout this area. I might add that Evac has got to be the worst map for tearing. I know the last video, Breach, had a lot of tearing itself, but Evac, it feels like every single secret room you get into, there's just so much tearing. So make sure you watch the video, just maneuver around, watch out for soft spots. Anywhere you do walk, I mean, I'm telling you guys, you're probably not going to get it on your first try. If you do get the backwards mantle, somewhere along the way, you're going to fall through the map. So it just takes practice. But eventually, once you get your steps right, you can make it to all these rooms on top of the ceilings, all these different areas. There's really nothing too hard about it. As with my last video on Breach, let me know how many of these glitch spots you guys have accomplished in the comments. I've numbered them all 1 through whatever it's going to be. Now, back to the beginning of this glitch. If you drop down and go towards the wall, you can actually land in this small spot here. There is a ledge on the opposite side I'm going to be showing you guys here in a minute, but this is a really cool hiding spot as well. An actual high ledge on Evac. This is one I didn't know about for a while, but it is a really good sniper spot. If you jump right on this corner, there's a very small ledge you can land on. This is comparable to like jumping off that glass container on Combine. Very small ledge. You can walk around maybe like a step or two, but really not that much at all. It is high up though. One of the only high up ledges on Evac. It might even be the only one other than getting inside of a tree. There are a few different ledges on Evac, but this has got to be the best one. Here's another crouch jump on Evac. This one's easier to do, I feel like, than that one I showed you guys getting under the hangar. If you just go up into either of the corners, it doesn't matter what corner you jump in, you just do a crouch jump at the top of your jump and you should get stuck up there. And once you're up in this corner, you can actually move around the entire room. Just make sure you don't move forward, obviously. You have to stay close to the ledge. And there's also an awesome extension on this ledge here. If you use reject, you can actually move backwards, which is an unorthodox spot. I mean, I've never actually used an extension on a ledge, but this is a first. And here we are, another one very similar to the last. Once you get on top of this ledge, outside the map and on the bottom, very hard to do. I'm not understating that. But once you're on here, you can actually move as long as you don't move to the right too much. It'll move you off immediately. But you're able to move back and forth, just very, very slow with it. And then also, there's a person inside of that wall right there. That was the spot in that last wall breach that I showed you guys. When you drop down, very good hiding spot. Both of these are solid. And this is one right here, the main spot that I was showing you guys or talking about earlier in the video. That special spot. If you do the backwards mantle off of that ledge, this is one of those rare ones where you can actually start from the bottom, look towards the wall, jump up, pull your left analog stick to the left, and it'll just go right through the wall. Very easy. You don't have to do it the regular way, but it is a little bit tricky once you do go through the wall. So you backwards mantle, you're dropping down, you get your boost back, and you need to boost immediately over to the wall right here where you climb up. And then this is going to be quick, but we're going to go around the walls right here. You keep on getting a little bit higher up with this one. This is one of the main glitch spots that has been seen so many times, and it's the one where we got to from Overdrive. That's the wall where we were just at. So this is the main area on Evac where you can actually absolutely pick it apart and go on top of so many ceilings and to so many rooms. I'm going to try and show you guys all the different clips that people got into in different lobbies that I've had on Evac. But I'm sure that I didn't even cover all the spots you can get to from here. Now for the tree ledge. This is an old one and it's pretty difficult to do sometimes. You just need to jump up into the tree and there's an invisible ledge you can stick on there. It's not very big though, so once you get into the spot, don't move too much. It's like getting on top of that rock ledge on Havoc, although a little bit harder. You don't have to jump right up on it. You can actually jump from the adjacent building over to the side, do a wall run and then jump at it. But I find this way the easiest to do it. Either or, it's up to your preference. This one really isn't a backwards mantle here. It's one of those weird ledges where you jump up and it just puts you on the other side of the wall. I don't know exactly how to explain it. Just keep trying to climb up as close to the wall as possible. If you do it correctly, you should climb eventually and just go pop to the other side of the wall here, which I really can't explain. I mean, I can think of a few of these different glitches. We have one on Metro, we have one on Breach. We also have, I know there's a couple DLC ones. Anyways, let's watch as I get it right here. So I just popped to the other side of the glass wall somehow. And this is one where you can either use melees or jump pauses. Melees kind of get the job done quicker, but it can be done with a jump pause. So you get either a melee or just somehow you make your way over to the other side of the glass wall. You're still stuck there though, and see, I got a melee. I'm inside of here just trying to jump pause my way to get inside the room completely, but somehow it puts me to the other side, do a jump pause, go back in, and this is a spot where I had to use reject, and once I used reject, I actually could move over to the side and get fully inside of this crazy hidden secret room that not many people know about. Not many people have shown this in videos that I've seen so far, but it is one that's been around for a while. For those of you that are trying all these spots, trying to accomplish every single one of them, I guarantee this might be one of the tougher ones that you have to do. Now, if you are trying to accomplish these, I'm not going to say that you have to do both of these, but I did number them differently. Yesterday in the lobby, me, Capic, and LV were trying out this one, and Capic actually got to the same spot, meleeed me, and dropped right down inside of this grass unit here, which is very strange. I've never seen this before. I'm pretty sure that this one is brand new. You'll see he could only move side to side right now, but eventually he got another melee, and then he was able to move fully throughout this. which is really weird to me. I wouldn't think that this would be a secret room where you can move from. You know, sometimes you get into glitch spots and you're just frozen. You would think that this would be something like that, but that didn't seem to be the case. Kappa could move fully throughout, so this is a great new find. They actually showed me a couple new extensions for this video. I put this video out yesterday. Earlier, a couple of you guys might have caught it, but I took it down because notifications weren't working. Either way, it was good I did because there are some new spots I had to add. So this one is going to be your gravity spike or overdrive glitch for Evac. There's always got to be one in a 2017 glitch video on BO3. So right here you'll see I use overdrive just as soon as I'm backwards manualing in. You have to be quick with this and climb up right on the secret room. Sometimes it's tougher with overdrive just because gravity spikes. It ensures that you go on top of that secret room, on top of the platform there. And Ball is Life LV showed me an extension from this glitch I had no idea about until yesterday. It's just a small crouch jump I'm going to be showing you guys here in just a second. You want to come over to this part, and actually it extends further. You can drop down onto the window ledges. We'll see right here. He jumps right down, goes around the ledge onto another secret room, and once you go as far as you can, you jump up and try to do a crouch jump, and there you go, an awesome extension for this glitch. This glitch has got to be the hardest one now on Evac. It's not because it's a hard backwards manual. It does use a glass ledge, but it's the fact that you actually got to get under the map with melees, and you'll see there you have to have your feet under the ground. That's the main part with this one. If you don't have your feet under the ground, you're not going to have any chance with getting this, but even if you do, it's still tough. So here's an old clip from AZ and Gerald. This is still the most efficient clip that I've seen getting inside of here. I know some of you guys have been able to do this glitch, but no one has done it as quickly as AZN and Kapik were able to do it. So once you get into this wall, you need to get a couple melees, make your way all the way over to this spot. It's all about the positioning. You'll see the positioning where exactly AZ and Gerald is at. It's exactly where you need to go through the map at. So when you're on the outside part here, a little bit closer to the door, get a melee and you'll see you're right here still, legs under the map. I'm sure it's even a little bit further than I showed you guys earlier, but he gets one more melee and drops right through. Now we've seen other spots where you get melees and drop under the map, like on Breach when you're in that locker, or a little bit, I don't even know where else. But this one is just another cool secret room to get into, and I guarantee these last two ones are going to be some of the most difficult for you guys. But if you do accomplish them, congrats, you have my seal of approval for Black Ops 3 glitches. So we're almost done. We're just going to watch him in third person as this happens. Now, I don't know why there was no glass there. I feel like in theater mode, sometimes it just doesn't show, but we're going to watch as he gets all the way over here, and he's finally going to drop under the map inside of that secret room. As I said, two of the tougher ones right here, but we're going to end it with two really easy backwards manuals that you guys should have fun practicing on. At least if you don't know them. A lot of you guys will. So you backwards manual over that ledge there. You go inside of this secret room behind the glass windows. This one I'm not really a fan of. You can't get any further from it. Although in lobbies, community lobbies, I'm not sure who exactly the founder was, but LV, Kapik, and I once again were able to extend this glitch a little bit. We did something different, so I'm going to show you guys here in a second. LV does the backwards manual, and instead of going inside of the secret room, he gets stuck on the outside, stuck to the glass windows. So we're going to see it right here as he does it. Now you don't really have to be on the outside, just as long as you melee somebody to make your way over here. And if you do it correctly, you go under the floor inside of this weird spot. Now I believe LV could move a little bit in here. I'm not exactly sure. Obviously with these melee spots, they're not as useful for hide and seek or anything like that. But it's just cool to do in lobbies. You know, it's really not that difficult as well. There's some melee ones you guys know, like getting in that library on Exodus, or like the one on Aquarium where you get inside of that tank. That is tough. Now we end it with probably the worst glitch on this map I'm going to be showing in this video. It's on the opposite side. You do a backwards manual over here on this ledge. If you do it correctly, you get stuck inside of the wall. Now if you get a melee, you'll actually go to the opposite side, and you're not really hidden or anything, but you're behind some plastic wrap, you know. It's just something I wanted to include in this video. You can't skip out on any backwards manuals. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, though. If I did make some editing errors, it's because I put the video out yesterday, changed it up a little bit to add these spots. But I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.